This is Anthony with True Diamond Heart, continuing our series on Through the Darkness. Today we're going to talk about help. Help. In the darkness we need help, often. Sometimes it's on the edge of overwhelm, sometimes it is overwhelm. Darkness is fear, sometimes panic, pain, terror, worry, anxiety. And so when it gets to the point where we need help, we ask for help. And we ask our friends and families, especially people in the spiritual realm that are on spiritual paths like our own or similar to our own, we ask them for help. This is the visible support system we have. Interestingly enough, that which is the invisible support system is also the same thing we rely upon in the visible support system. What we rely upon and what we call for in help in the people in our lives is that core, that essence, that love, that connected large self that we've spoken about, the grand self that is not confined by this one body. We ask for the body of love, which is all-encompassing through all time and all manifestation, to help us as it manifests in our friends, families, fellow travelers on the spiritual path. And then there's the fully invisible help that we ask for that's not embodied. Now this is where we're going to turn people off, lose people, alienate people, have people arguing. And that's not necessary. It's not necessary. If I say it doesn't matter what we call this energy, then we've already alienated some people who say that it has to be called this name or that name. If I call it Jesus, then we've alienated people who think it must be called something else. If we call it the Holy Spirit, we've alienated others. If I call it Buddha, we've alienated a whole bunch more. If we call it Shiva, we've alienated others. If we call it the universal mind, if we call it universal love, whatever we call it, we've alienated more people than we've allied, at least in this realm. So let's drop this realm and let's understand that there is, because I've experienced it. It has directly helped me, especially the last few months as I've been opening to it and realizing that it's there. Having been raised as an atheist, I've been very resistant to this whole idea, to this whole reality. Forget about the idea, to the reality. And yet, the spiritual path has led me inevitably to the understanding and the realization that there is something so magnificent that I am able to open to, because it is simply the essence of self, large S self, that which is self between and among and through and saturates all reality through all time. And when we ask for this to help us with sincerity, meaning do for me what it is that I need done for me, help me, I can't do it myself. When we make this decision and we ask for help in this way, to the extent we're able to fully surrender in the humility of understanding that we can't do it our little thinking, feeling selves. And the other flip side of the humility is the understanding that we are part of the magnificence. Humility isn't simply saying, I am nothing in the relative scheme. It's also saying, I am everything in the absolute scheme. Thank you. I am nothing in the relative scheme. I am everything in the absolute scheme. And so we ask for this help, and the help will manifest. When and how, nobody knows. It is a science in the sense that it has reproducible results. And yet, because human beings and the human path of each individual is so varied, it can't be predicted how it will manifest, how it will reveal in your life or in my life. But I tell you, it will reveal. It will reveal. Ask for help. Whatever name you need to put on that, or even nameless, just say, help me. And the magnificent prayer of Vernon Howard, which is, help me, even if I don't want to be helped. Which is to say, I understand that I'm not fully sincere. Help me become fully sincere. Help me. And the other thing is, the help that we are asking for is true divine help, true transcendent help. In other words, it may not be what we think we want. I think I want this to happen or that to happen. Sometimes help is a totally different direction. And the surrender to that grand help, to that magnificence, is what opens us to true light in the darkness and to coming through the darkness to a new level of light that we never imagined possible. Give me whatever help I need, whether I truly and fully want it or not, and I will accept whatever form that help comes in. The help I asked for 2 years ago manifested in the most intense and glorious way, and it was the most painful, difficult 2 years, especially last 6 months of my life. And in these last 6 months, I came to fully, or at least seemingly fully, let's see if I've got it, because each time I think I fully got it, I get struck down again, back into panic, terror, fear, and I realize the lesson's not over. That's okay. The lesson is, I can't do it. I need help. I need that which is divine, the absolute divinity of which I am part, to just take care of it for me. Get out of the way, stop thinking and feeling and insisting things have to be this way. It's, as we spoke of last time, it's hand in glove, intimately related to surrender. Surrender. Ask for help. Let the help come in the form it needs to come. If it's painful and difficult, be with it. If we continue with our energetic intention into sincerity, and we continue trying to the best of our development of that sincerity to live clean physical, clean emotional, clean psychological, and clean spiritual lives, doing our discipline, doing our work, miracles of revelation and light through the darkness, guaranteed. How? If there was a how and a when, it wouldn't be miraculous. And if I could do it, or you could do it yourself, we wouldn't be here having this discussion. Ask for help, surrender, power beyond measure. We'll see you soon for more on Through the Darkness.